Alright, so lots going on, as always. My hair looks havoc right now. My neighbor braided it for me. Yay! But I took a shower. This is my paranormal diary for what now is Saturday, June 29th at 2 a.m., 2013. I have really long hair, so it's really hard to maintain sometimes. But we work it out. I have my fan was blowing right in my face. The weather's a little wonky. Well, not wonky, but it's really warm. I like it. Basically, what's been going on? So, move my chair a little bit so I can be comfortable. We're currently looking into the 5-mile drive case of the little girl on the on the bicycle, I said motorcycle, that was kidnapped. And unfortunately, Jennifer was her name. She was, I hate to say it, molested and murdered. And she disappeared, if I got my notes, August 28th, 1986. She was about 12 years old, possibly, I believe. She was riding her bicycle. In 1986, you would think there wouldn't be a huge issue with that. That we wouldn't have a lot of the bad things we have today, but apparently somebody was out there to take her innocence. And before her, another girl, 4 months prior, Michaela Roach, or Michaela, I can't, I never heard it, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but she disappeared from Puget Gardens Park, which is towards the railroad tracks, towards the water, in Tacoma, over on North Auto Street. She disappeared March 26, 1986. Her body was found later in what's called Old Woman's Gulch, which is below Puget Gardens Park. Same fashion as Jennifer would be later found in. It's disturbing that this man that did this was never caught. The police they could never figure it out. They could never figure out who did it. There wasn't enough evidence. So, 28 days from August 28th, when Jennifer was taken, her body was found off the trail by a tree that had fell down. Same fashion. I've been doing a lot of research, and we have been doing a lot of research on this because it is one of the most vague tales of seeing a spirit. There's several accounts of seeing a girl with her bicycle. Sometimes she's alongside the road. She has empty eye sockets, but she smiles. Scares people. In one instance, there was a group of teenagers, apparently, who were not supposed to be in the park because it was, around 11 o'clock at night. They'd gotten lost, I guess, or doing whatever they do, and stumbled upon Jennifer. She was riding her bike in the road, kind of weaving, like you're messing around, swerving, and told them, "Don't you know these woods are haunted? she was riding towards one of the boy's friends, and he said she had no eyes. They were empty eye sockets. It's always the same story. And the fact that the case is unsolved is really disturbing. And this was in 1986, and it's now 2013. It's a cold case. We found out where she was buried. Don't know the exact location of where she's at in there, but in the cemetery is also the first victim who the authorities were unable to provide proof to tie to Ted Bundy. He was 14 years old when this murder was committed, and it was a girl on his street, small child, I think about 11, 12, somewhere around there. It's just odd, but that's a whole other case. That's not 5 Mile, but you never know. But it's just, looking into this case has been kind of difficult. While you enjoy reading accounts and seeing all the evidence and stories and everything pile up, well, we are at the point where we're doing a couple investigations at different locations to look into it as a whole, 5 Mile, Puget Park, everything. I don't even know if Old Woman's Gulch is still there. Since this was when I was like maybe 5 years old. It was a long time ago. But we want to find out if the stories are true. I'm not out there to disprove. What we find is what we find. We were originally planning for the 29th, but unfortunately the Taste of Tacoma is in Point Defiance, so traffic kind of kills that idea. So we will have to reschedule that for possibly the week after. So not this week, but possibly next week. We will see where we are at. And we have our investigation tomorrow in the afternoon, and then we have an evening investigation, which I won't tell too much about because I want to talk to who's involved and make sure that everything's okay for that. So, out of respect. This is whenever children are involved, it's hard. Because if you're a parent, and even if you're not, but as a parent, and I have a daughter and 3 sons, and to hear of someone killing a child, a girl, at such a young age that my daughter is at right now, she's 13. So to think that somebody would take a life like that before it's even started, it's always hard, and that seems to be the hardest part for me, but I get through it because I want to help. I really do. There's the scenario, what if this girl, Jennifer, she gives us the message that she wants to give to her parents. I know where her parents are. I know exactly. How do you approach someone? Do you even want to? Her mom had said in an article basically that she hopes that her daughter is at Point Defiance because she doesn't want to remember her in a graveyard. And I can understand that. Who'd want to imagine their kid in a place where it's surrounded by death? Wouldn't you rather have them in a place that's surrounded by beauty? Yeah, it may be where this occurred, but from all the accounts and everything, it seems like this little girl is enjoying where she's at. She's riding her bike. She's always got a smile. It's just really hard. I know I keep saying that, but I mean, what do you really, what can you really say? What can you do to make someone, it's been, oh Lord, 17 years, around there, maybe, since she passed away. I'd rather say that than the other. I'm sure some of you can understand that. But this little girl, do we really get to choose where we get to be? Do we decide to stay in the cemetery and sleep? Because on many EVPs, I've heard spirits, one in particular, tell another to go back to sleep. So, when we or other teams go into a graveyard, we're literally waking the dead. That term is correct. Graveyards are a lot of energy. Why is my phone ringing at 2 o'clock in the morning? I'm going to end this for now. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, no, wait. It stopped. I don't understand. That was weird. Oh, I need to finish this. Sorry. Also, there is just a lot to think about. I'm sorry, that just kind of bugged me out. Nobody calls my house that way, so, especially on the house phone, which nobody really has the number for. It's just kind of stupid bug. But, I'm still wearing my necklace. My ego. Made out of quartz. Okay, this is really irritating. I'm gonna end this early, I apologize. But, ignore those little prescriptions in the background. I take medication for allergies, and I screwed up, I don't have to explain. I don't have to explain anything, honestly. But I do. Judge me if you want, I don't care. Even though I secretly probably do. I went to Chitlow tonight. Okay, I've got to end this. There's some strange activity going on. People are moving in my house and there's doors opening. I gotta go.